in a tavern little known by crossroads of no name great. 5 strangers sought their solace and found instead their fate. Trevor with his sailor scars and eyes that fear no man, men with blood of magic bound by powers dark and grand. Wogal, caller of Talos, his name, a servant of the storm, small lever of shameful past whose dance could not transform. And Flopsy Bits, the shadow quick with daggers and a grin, all sat before the fateful note that drew the darkness in. Hail to thee of might and valor, a plea from lands unknown, a woman lost to shadows' hunger, a heart turned into stone. We rode toward the bleeding horizon, through mist both thick and pale, to Barovia, sorrowed valley, where even prayers may fail.
The forest whispered softly as the light began to fade. The air grew cold and heavy, and the path became a grave. There upon the roadside, a body torn and cold, a messenger long silenced, a story half retold. His note spoke not of hope this time, but death and doomed despair. Give up this land to darkness and leave our souls to prayer. Through the mist a carriage rolling black as midnight's breath. Trevor raised his sword in avarice, unbothered by the death. But from the dark a voice like velvet said, come and ride with me. And so he met sinister smile, a lord of misery. We found the streets near silent, no joy, no morning song, just faces pale and hollow, as though they'd mourned too long. Within the blood of the vine we drank to chase the dread away, and met the Vistani travelers whose eyes saw fates at play. They spoke of Madame Ava's cards, of destinies and chains, of roads that loop like dying thoughts, of freedom turned to pain. And there we met young Ismark, whose grief was sharp and real. He told of dark Strahd's cruel hand, of wounds that would not heal. His sister Ireena, pale as dawn, still strong despite her fear. And his father cold, 3 days now gone. The end of those held dear. Dog called Merlin found us, loyal from the start, and led us to a weeping house where grief tore out its heart. Mad Mary clutched a shattered doll, her voice a broken hymn, her daughter gone to freedom's call or to the devil's whim. The tanner Alec warned us off, said keep from Vistani kin. But Trevor's fist met Alec's gut, his patience wore too thin. And when the midnight hour told, the world stood still and wrong. We watched fallen adventurers rise or let me join the dead. By dawn we met a granny's cart, her smile a gentle thing. She offered sweet dream pastries to make the weary sing. Their taste was warmth remembered of hearts and homes long gone, and for a fleeting moment we felt the light of dawn. We reached the gates of sorrow's house, where claw marks scarred the walls, where shutters nailed and prayers failed and silence filled the halls. The gate swung slow, the air grew thin, the dead man's home stood still, and there we met fair Ireena's gaze, as bright as blood just spilled.